having fun yet? For those of you that are new to my channel, I've got some other outdoors stuff as well as a lot of Volkswagen stuff. I love the old air-cooled Volkswagens, and you know, I've already done a review on my binoculars, but as long as we're sitting here like this and I got everything in my pack just nice and handy, I didn't run into the type of environment I thought I was going to run into up there. It just got steep and snowy, and it's a lot of private property around here. I'm not even so sure that I'd be welcome right here, but I just can't deal with the stupidity of the bigger crowds and all that stuff. I'm probably no better in their eye, but I don't know. I grew up in a small town, and my dad built a little cabin on a lake after World War II, and we pretty much had it to ourselves as we were kids growing up. Figured out how to have our own fun and do things our own way. One of these days I'm gonna try to do a little review. This is something that I saw, kind of bought it on impulse one day at Sportsman's Warehouse. It's a Smith & Wesson Bullseye, and I thought to myself, it'd be nice to have a hatchet. When I was growing up, you know, that was the key thing. You had a hatchet, you had a pocket knife, or, you know, just a 4-inch blade, something like that, where you could, you know, skin a rabbit or a deer, whatever, you know, whatever it was. And I was too young then to hunt, but I saw this, and it was only like 35 bucks, and it's obviously stainless steel. It's made for Smith & Wesson by some outfit in China, I'm sure. It looks like it has kind of a hokey blade here, but you know, it's kind of a matched pair. And if you were out elk hunting or something and you had to split a spine, I think that was probably the general idea, because you have the gut hook up here. And like I said, I took it camping just to test it, because it doesn't weigh too much. And you hear a lot of talk on outdoor channels about different knives for survival and batoning them and hacking with them, and I thought, you know, this thing's really kind of worthless. But I took a saw along, and I sawed some short lengths of wood that was already down and dry, and just by sticking this in the end of the log and smacking on it with, what did I find? There was a piece of the tree that had a branch sticking out of the side of it. And I thought to myself, as soon as I saw it, I said, man, that looks like a mallet. So I cut on both sides of the branch, and I think the bark was already off, but it made a great mallet. And I was pounding on this thing, and the wood was splitting, and you could use this to make kindling, and it was so easy and so much fun. And I had nothing better to do. I'd been fishing, caught my limit in this stream. I'll take you guys over there one of these days, real soon. I want to check it out. There was a forest fire back there, and I haven't been back there since, so I'm not sure if you can go back there or if it's open anymore. But I left a big pile of kindling. Somebody had a fire ring, and this isn't like an official campground. It was something like this, where without the picnic table, of course, but it was just something along the trail that somebody had used before. And I came away from that experience with a whole different viewpoint of this little tool. I'm totally impressed with it. It's stainless steel. It keeps its edge, and it's easy to put the edge back on. I'm sure it's some sort of a alloy. It says CH100 on the side, and I'm not sure if that's a metal designation or a just the model number of it. But you know, if you see one of these things at your discount store, don't sneer at it. And they have, I've seen them for less than what I paid for them. I think the list on them was something ridiculous, like 70 bucks, and I think I gave like 39. And then I was in one of those big 5 stores, and I think I saw it on sale for less than that. And this is a CH200 on it, so it's probably the model number. So they call it the Bullseye, and it's made for Smith & Wesson. And for like a day hiking or a bug out bag, it's better than nothing. And you know, it's not for big jobs, but the little sheath is better than nothing. Cordura, something like that, and it's got a plastic lining. I mean, you know, it's so easy to sneer at this stuff, but if you're camping on a budget, it gives you something to start with. If you have nothing and you don't have a lot of money to start with, stuff like this, it'd be good to start off with. And or maybe a gift for some youngster that, you know, who's interested in the outdoors and maybe isn't really old enough to appreciate stuff yet, but maybe a loaner as a backup, something to keep in the car. I don't know. I have a lot better opinion of it now than after using it than I did before. And that's all I got to say about that.